Although the Houston Rockets haven't gotten out to the start that they would have hoped for, when you talk about unique young players who have a very bright future in this league, you must mention Alperen Sengun. It's kind of shaky what's going on over there in Houston in terms of who they're fast tracking to become their leader offensively, but as the Rockets look to build around Jabari Smith Jr., Jalen Green, and KPJ, it seems as if Sengun is just flying under the radar and is getting overlooked, but he is truly someone who I think they should focus on a whole lot more. With the NBA turning more into a perimeter-focused game, Sengun is more traditional, playing the inside-outside game, and is patient enough to let things develop on the court. Not saying Sengun is Nikola Jokic or anything, but it's proven that this type of playstyle can help a team greatly as long as you put the right pieces around them. Amongst all second-year players, Sengun has the highest player impact at 13.4, he's the 4th in points per game at 15.5, and has the 5th best offensive rating at 114. Sengun's playstyle can be very unpredictable, sometimes a little offbeat, but he's still very composed and can be effective down low. Even showing signs of boosted confidence this season, Sengun pushes the ball up the floor on the break and then uses this gorgeous spin-off right into this poster slam. The 6'11", 20-year-old Turkish big man is filled with tons of skill, and I mean, come on, who doesn't love the bounce passes through the legs into a Garrison Matthews 3? The offensive game of Sengun is like a game of chess, as he's always throwing different things at defenders and then making them pay once they bite. Now 18 games into the season, Sengun is averaging 15 points, 9 rebounds and 2 assists, while converting 55% of his shots from the field. With his game heavily predicated on the back to the basket playstyle, this is something you don't see too often from a lot of players nowadays, and it makes him quite refreshing to watch. Without a lot of the traditional flashiness such as an ankle-breaking crossover or fanatic dunks, some people will skip right past Sengun after looking at the stats and because he's on the Rockets, but trust me, he's far better than what most people think. With a variety of ways to score inside the paint, it's very hard to predict what's coming at you, and on drives per game, Sengun is 10th amongst all centers and is converting nearly 70% of his attempts. When you do watch Sengun, you're mainly going to see him operate out of the post-ups, but he's becoming very well versed at putting it on the deck a couple times to then go score at the basket. He sells his crossover hard, shifting Bamba's hips, and is able to lay it in right over the contest. And then after hitting Turner with the up fake and exploding off the jab step, Sengun beats Miles to the paint and then stops abruptly, feeding him the Rondo fake, laying it home for the easy gimme. These takes off the dribble show the confidence that is growing in Sengun and expand his offensive game even more. I would have to personally say this drive on Zubac has been my favorite by far, as he spins off him, immediately feeds him the up fake, and steps through to finish the hook despite the great contest. Having more of that burly body type, Sengun is also learning how to use this to his advantage, and we see this on his drives as well. He's able to take it right at Brandon Clark, bodying him back, and then fakes him out with a couple looks over the shoulder before using this baby hook. Then other times he gets straight to business as he pushes at Jokic after the slight pause, he gets right into his body, bumping him like a bumper car, and plays right through the contact to get the bucket. As he learns how to use his body even more on these drives, it'll make guarding him pretty difficult because he's got good acceleration out the triple threat for a big, which will grant him an advantage, and then he can use his body to move defenders out his path to the rim. The strength directly helps with his post-up game as well, where this year we're seeing Sengun just be way more powerful down low and having his way with some defenders. After receiving this pass while posting up Wagner, it's just one dribble and then Sengun moves Wagner off his spot to drop it right in. And as Cat meets him in that restricted area, Sengun uses the shoulder to muscle Cat, gives him a quick up fake, and still finishes despite the contact. This composed yet bully ball ability is getting Sengun easier buckets, but trust me, this is more of a new way Sengun is getting to his spots, as he's way more creative than this on the court. On all shots less than 8 feet, Sengun is shooting 64% on 158 attempts this season, and this is just a glimpse into how he can dismantle the defense. At times in my eyes, it looks like Sengun has played more years in the league than he really has, as the patience he possesses down low is truly amazing. When coming off pick and rolls, you're really in danger as you don't know if he's going to hit you with one of these up fakes and then go finish on the other side of the rim, or if he's going to go straight into a post up, spin off of you, and then put your MVP in the rim with a poster. Since the defense is used to guys going straight up off the roll, it throws them off when someone comes into the paint, fakes once or twice, and then goes to finish. Coming off these screens is probably the easiest way for you to stop Sengun, as when you let him really get you posted up, well, let's just say it'll be a long day. He gives Jokic a taste of his own medicine out on the wing, as he gives him one initial bump directly into this spin move and blows right past for the easy slam. And here he just bullies Robinson into this post up and then drop steps deeper into the paint, uses the pump fake to get him up on that trampoline, and finishes the warm up layup. Once his back is to the basket, you know you're in a world of trouble, as many up fakes, step throughs, and guess what? More up fakes are thrown at you, so you really don't know when to time the contest or when you want to time that block. This is such a go-to for Sengun. He even posts up Reggie Jackson all the way on the 3-point line, and after getting to the block with ease, Morris is rotating over, Sengun notices it, and in a split second he turns back the other way to reverse it home. Offensively, Sengun is a very talented post-up player and can slow the game down to his liking before getting into his crafty moves to score. When you take that same approach he uses to score, well, it's the same way with his passing. Sengun can let the play develop and then thread the needle to teammates. His passing is very underrated due to his team not being all that great and not being able to convert at times, but Sengun is no slouch in this department. He can throw no looks, sharp bounce passes, and even direct players on the court to then dime them up. It's pretty early in the season, so I'm pretty sure he will improve even more on this aspect and slow down on the turnovers as well, but we'll just have to wait and see. For a game that's straying away from the traditional big, Alperen Sengun is still taking this approach to his game and is showing everyone how effective it can be. At just a young age, as he gets more years under his belt, it looks as if Sengun will just improve even more as he's already taken a leap this year. Of course, there's things that need to be worked on and cleaned up, but for a second-year player, I believe Sengun is on the right track. Now, are the Houston Rockets as a team on the right track? I don't really know, but that's kind of for a different video. I think they need better coaching, I think they need to bring in some different players, things just need to happen over there, and I hope we do not see some talent get wasted, because they do have some young guys over there who can really be great. So let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like before you head over to watch this Bowl analysis, and I thank you all for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.